Spring 2011 doctoral candidates. And my name is Valerie Williams, and I'd like to ask you to stand, those who are able, to welcome in the class. Please remain standing to the distinguished faculty and administration of the College of Education. The doctoral hoodie is a celebration of our students' accomplishments and of their academic milestones. It is also a formal academic event. Thank you and welcome again.
You actually may be seated. Dean Davis, our esteemed faculty and staff, fellow Temple alumni, and our Temple families and friends, I present to you the Temple University College of Education doctoral candidates. Good afternoon. My name is Valerie Gay, and I am Assistant Dean for Institutional Advancement for the college. Each year, we look forward to this monumental milestone in our students' academic and professional lives. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce some special guests in attendance. In addition to our esteemed faculty and dedicated staff on stage, I would like to recognize Dean James Earl Davis, Vice Dean Jim Burns, Associate Dean Robert Mahar, and Dr. Jennifer Crumley, our keynote speaker. To deliver the opening remarks for this auspicious occasion is our interim dean of the college, Dr. James Earl Davis.
Good afternoon, and again welcome to the 2011 doctoral hoodie ceremony for the College of Education. I'm delighted to extend my warmest congratulations to each of you for achieving such a significant academic milestone. Yes. I would also like to recognize and congratulate family members, friends, colleagues, and other loved ones who shared this very special occasion. I know that your care and support for these graduates has not been taken for granted during those many days and long nights of completing papers, reading journal articles, writing conference proposals and manuscripts, engaging in research projects, developing a dissertation proposal, suffering through the IRB, collecting and analyzing data, writing chapters of the dissertation, rewriting chapters of the dissertation, and rewriting chapters of the dissertation, and finally defending the dissertation. We thank you all for your encouragement and support. Thank you. The term doctorate comes from Latin origin, meaning to teach, and the doctorate is recognized as the primary prerequisite to an academic and research career. The first research doctorate was awarded in 1861 in New Haven, Connecticut at Yale University. While many doctorates have been awarded since that time, there remains a relatively small percentage of the U.S. population who has earned this terminal degree. Indeed, you are part of this elite group of academically decorated degree holders who have ascended to the top of their professions and have earned the title befitting of the status, doctor. However, please be reminded that your intellectual journey is not really complete. It's actually just beginning. You are now equipped with impressive research skills that will continue to ignite your passion to ask the right questions, assess the current knowledge base, apply insightful theoretical frameworks, use appropriate designs and methods, incorporate the most innovative and informative data analysis strategies, produce findings and offer conclusions and recommendations that are sound and meaningful. For sure, your position to make important new discoveries and significantly contribute to theory and practice in education and in the social and behavioral sciences. Arnitha Ball, a professor in the School of Education at Stanford University and the current president of the American Education Research Association, offers some useful commentary on the purpose of educational research. And I would like to paraphrase her when she reflects on the association's mission to advance knowledge about education. She notes that this goal is to encourage scholarly inquiry related to education and to promote the use of research to improve education and to serve the public good. While we as educational researchers wholeheartedly agree that to know is critically important, we also recognize that scholars who penned ARA's mission statement were indeed visionaries. They realized that we would need to act effectively on what we know so that we in our work will remain relevant. In these times, when far too many children in our global society have suffered and continue to suffer marginalization, neglect, and denied access to quality schooling, we must be vigilant in assuring that our research is seen in the language of policy and legislation, as well as in the actions of teachers, administrators, school boards, parent groups, community organizers, foundations, and government officials. I encourage you to work to meet this challenge, to promote more effectively the use of research to improve education and thereby serve the public good. To that end, we must coalesce around what we know as a profession and act more deliberately on that knowledge. Education must become the agent rather than the object of change, as we expand our vigilance to ensure that our research, scholarship, and practice are central to the enterprise of educating human beings in all circumstances and in all human conditions. I'm very confident and optimistic that you will continue to rise to this challenge as you have done so in successfully navigating the rigorous path to the doctorate. Congratulations and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Davis, for your words of wisdom and continued leadership. I am now pleased to invite our keynote speaker, Dr. Jennifer Cromley, the recent recipient of the award presented to her last month in New Orleans. Dr. Cromley.
Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Cromley, and I'm faculty in psychological studies in education in the College of Education. Welcome to the club. You have joined a select group of Americans who have earned a doctoral degree. We represent the most educationally ambitious 1.4% of the American population. We are gluttons for punishment. After finishing a bachelor's degree, about 1/3 of graduates just haven't had enough and go on to earn a master's degree. After finishing a master's degree, about 15% just haven't had enough and go on to earn a doctorate. I was sitting in a seat like the ones that you were in 6 short years ago with my proud family behind me. Welcome to the club. Your family and friends here have also earned their degree, a PhD, or putting money through, or daddy or mommy, you get the picture. Now, I'm sure that everyone in the audience has heard a few stories along the way, especially when the going got especially tough. But I wanted to paint a picture of what it has been like over the past year or 2 or 3 as these new doctors have been completing their dissertation, also known as the big term paper. All of the stories you will hear today are true. First, we ask these students to find an important topic to research, and we make them prove to us that it is important enough and new enough that it's worth investigating. We want them to push our thinking, not just rest on our laurels. Now, this particular ritual is called defending the proposal. Some of them had nightmares about the defense and feared they would never pass. Some of them were too ambitious, and we asked them to cut back on what they proposed to do. Some were not able to get approval for their first research idea and had to design a completely new study. Now, once they've successfully defended their proposal, they have to get permission from the university to gather data on human subjects and find teachers in schools who are willing to let them into classrooms. So now they've jumped through all these hurdles, and the big day has arrived, collecting data from the first research participants. They recruited their spouses, classmates, friends, and advisors to help them collect data in schools, clinics, and community centers. They braved fierce rainstorms. They got wet, but the data never did. Data collection was interrupted by test preparation, and pep rallies, and tests, and field trips, and more test preparation, and more testing. They felt like data collection would never end, but it did. But the fun isn't over yet. Now it's time for data analysis. They recruited their spouses, classmates, friends, and advisors to help them complete endless transcribing and coding of their data. They lost their flash drives. They found their flash drives. They had more nightmares. They realized they had made mistakes and had to redo every analysis. Sometimes they were so sleep deprived, they couldn't even remember how to do the analyses. But after a good night's sleep, they did remember how. Are you starting to feel tired, frustrated, feel like giving up? So did they. But they persevered, as you can see. They had to finish their dissertation before they could get married. They gave up a lot of time with their children and heard, I hope you work hard today so we can play tomorrow. They needed to get writing done, so they found libraries where no talking or sleeping is allowed. They panicked, but we calmed them in. In the meantime, many of them also had to make their debut at conferences with a gentle nudge from their advisors. Some of them prepared their papers 5 months in advance, prepared their PowerPoint 3 months in advance, rehearsed in front of their peers 1 month in advance. Others were told by their advisors that they should just write their papers on the flight to the conference and write their PowerPoint slides in the hotel the day before the presentation. So finally, after months of writing, the next big day arrived, defending the dissertation. Time seemed to move very slowly. When students pass the dissertation defense, they are introduced as doctor for the first time. Today, we place the academic hood on our new doctors for the first time, continuing a European tradition that dates from the 13th century. So today we celebrate our doctoral graduates who have finished their first, but not their last, really big independent research project in education. We, the faculty, have done our best to prepare them for the positions in universities, government, schools and school districts, research organizations, and industry, which they are about to take up. We have taught them about learners and learning, teaching, assessment, and educational policies and systems. We have taught them how to critically read published articles. We have taught them how to observe, interview, and measure, and how to analyze these data. We have taught them how to make sense of what they have found in the context of what others have discovered. And we have taught them how to communicate their results to many different audiences. They are prepared for the challenges in the next stage of their lives. First, they will sleep for a long, long time. Then they will begin their new positions, and, well, you know how to get in touch with us. So we thank all of the families here today for your support. We thank the faculty for all they have taught you, and we salute you for your accomplishments. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cromley, for your insightful and humorous remarks, and for your continued dedication to our students and the educational mission of Temple University and the College of Education. We have come to the part of the ceremony you have all been eagerly awaiting. Nervously, I've been watching it. The doctoral hooding and conferring of degrees. I welcome to the podium Dr. Margot Greatser, Director of Graduate Academic and Student Affairs.
Interim Dean Davis, devoted alumni, esteemed faculty, and dedicated staff, I confer the 2011 graduates with the Doctor of Education and Doctor of Philosophy degrees. Will the candidate to be hooded by Dean Davis please stand and make your way to the stage? Dr. Cara Michelle Moore, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, Why Do Teachers Quit? An investigation of school environment and teacher characteristics on discontent and attrition. Will the candidates to be hooded by Dr. Keith please stand and make your way to the stage? Dr. Joy Barnes Johnson, Doctorate of Philosophy. Dissertation title, Efficacy-Related Beliefs and Practices About Equitable Science Teaching.
I present to you the 2011 Doctors of Education Philosophy for the College of Education. Thank you. Very seated. So, doctors, it is with great honor that I speak to you at this moment in your life. As you already know, you have accomplished something very few in the world are able to claim. Today, you also join another elite community, the College of Education Alumni Association. And while there are over 40,000 members, we aim to be a tight-knit community and want you to remain close. We are very proud of you now and are hopeful about the contributions you will make in your chosen fields. One of the great joys of my job is to go around the country speaking with alumni, especially those who are paving trails for the rest of us. Alumni like Dr. Linda Darling Hammond and Dr. William Daggett, two people whose passion and work is helping to change the landscape of early education. And one day, I look forward to meeting with you, and more importantly, learning about your work and passion. So, when the time comes, and believe me, it will come, please answer my call. Thank you, and congratulations. So now, one final act is this is just a mere formality because you've been presented, we've applauded you, we've heard about all the blood, sweat, and tears it took for you to get to this amazing moment. But one final thing. I'm looking at all of you, and I think we're just about ready. You're going to need to put your accessory back on. Thank you. So doctors, if you would join me in the symbol of moving your tassels from your right to your left. On behalf of the entire Temple University community, best wishes to all of you as you continue your journey of success and satisfaction in your personal and professional lives. And now, Ms. Valerie Williams will come to lead us through our reception.
Well, congratulations again to everyone, to all the graduates, to the families and friends, and everyone who's here to join with us. Please, if you would, stay seated to allow our faculty and administration to leave the stage. And everyone go out and have a great afternoon.